ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second half of our band festival this evening. Standing across the field is the 2013 Chartiers Valley Alumni Showband, Majorettes and Char Valettes. In the past, the alumni have performed for the sheer fun of it, but tonight, our show this evening takes on a different, deeper meaning. Last December, our beloved high school band director from 1970 to 1992, Mr. Tom Kyle, passed away after a long battle with cancer. With 22 years of being the high school band director, Tom was not only the longest standing band director that Chartiers Valley ever had, he was, along with his wife Renee and former orchestra director Pat Martucci, the founder of the marching style that the current Chartiers Valley Showband still has today. Every good band director should not only strive for excellence on the field, but more importantly, every good band director should strive to make their band feel like a family. Tom did just that. On the field now is part of Tom's musical family. Many of the alumni you see on the field tonight were members of the Showband, Majorettes, or Char Valettes when Tom was teaching at Chartiers Valley. We have members ranging in graduation years from 1974 to 2012, with more than 27 members over the age of 40 and 10 over the age of 50. Although we may not be able to kick our feet up as high, or play as loud, one thing has actually gotten stronger over the years: our respect and appreciation for our former band director. Tonight, our show is dedicated to him. Tonight, we carry his name on our sleeve and his legacy in our hearts. You will notice that no one in the front row is standing on the 50-yard line, which is in the center of their band. Tonight, that spot is reserved for Tom Kyle. We would also like to mention that in attendance tonight is Tom's wife, Renee Kyle, who retired a few years ago as the Chartiers Valley Dance Program creator and director. Also, Tom and Renee's daughter, Alex, a 2007 graduate of Chartiers Valley, is performing with the Alumni Char Valettes this evening. This is indeed a special night for all of us. To begin our show, we will kick things off with a short fanfare to Tom. Tom was a lover of jazz music, and the song Basin Street Blues was one of his favorite marching band songs. We will then come down the field to the traditional Chartiers Valley fight song, On Wisconsin. At the very end of our performance, we will close with When the Saints Go Marching In, an arrangement specifically done for tonight's show by former South Bayette band director Clem Rowland, who was a colleague and a former classmate of Tom's. The reason for playing When the Saints Go Marching In is that this was Tom's ringtone on his cell phone. So we hope in some way this will be our farewell call to him in the heavens. In between Basin Street and the Saints, we will play the songs that were performed during Tom Kyle era, featuring the Alumni CV Majorettes, Char Valettes, and Showband, just as Tom started doing it 43 years ago. And now, may I present to you, on this very special evening, the Chartiers Valley Alumni Showband, Majorettes, and Char Valettes. first feature song from the Tom Kyle era takes us back to 1980, when big hair, mullets, and parachute pants were all the rage. We feature our alumni majorettes with a song made popular by the Go-Go's. Give it up for the majorettes as they perform to We Got the Beat. We're on a mission from God. John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd made that phrase popular in the 19-hit movie The Blues Brothers. They also made our next song more popular than it ever was the first time around. Originally recorded by the Spencer Davis Group in 1966, the Alumni Showband are gonna knock you out with their rendition of Gimme Some Lovin'. Before we close our show this evening, we would like to thank a few people. To begin, we would like to thank the high school show band musicians that helped us on the drum line this evening. They are Pat McCullum, Abby Gilmore, Ryder Dinnan, and Seth DeWinga. We would also like to acknowledge the senior members on the alumni unit. When your name is called, please raise your instrument in the air. These three are from the graduating class of 1974. They are, on trumpet, Lori Dufresne Pivac. On clarinet, Joe Motti. And on trumpet, John Mahalchak. Our band feature is next. Back in 1974, the CV Show Band performed the song Proud Mary by Creedence Clearwater Revival. At the time, a young baritone player was in the CV band named Kevin Trichtinger. Now, 39 years later, that same baritone player is standing in front of you on the 50-yard line. Some way, somehow, Kevin remembered the exact steps to Proud Mary as it was taught back in the band in the year of 1974 by Tom Kyle. Tom taught him the steps in 1974, and this year, Kevin taught us the same original steps. We find it very fitting that Kevin stand on the 50-yard line tonight in Tom's place for the band feature. Here's the entire unit performing the original steps to Proud Mary. At this time, we would like Renee and Alex Kyle to please come to the center of the band. token of our love and respect for Tom, the alumni would like to present to each of you a bouquet of red roses. May you always remember this day as a day filled with love and happiness. We know that he meant a lot to many people, but to both of you, he meant the world. We will now end our show with our farewell call to Tom. Here's When the Saints Go Marching In. The Chartiers Valley Alumni Showband is directed by 1979 graduate Tony Mercer. Alumni Major Director is 1982 graduate Sherry Perkins Jackson. Alumni Chevrolet Director was 1983 graduate Debbie Emilio Mannion. Special thanks to 1994 graduate Joanne McClellan for her assistance. Have a great evening, everyone, and enjoy the rest of the festival.